Let's cut to the chase. The town supervisor feels no moral obligation to help the cats. If she doesn't have to, she won't.
It's terribly sad that animal advocates have to appear here every month begging for help for cats suffering and dying on the streets. Cat owners who die or become incapacitated will get no help from our town of North Hempstead. The fact that one of the wealthiest towns in the country offers no help for cats is a stark reflection not only on this town board, but on those that preceded it. Many less affluent towns on Long Island, make that all of them, somehow manage to help cats and their owners. That is okay. Everyone on this board can look down or check their phones or whatever else they want to do, rather than look at anybody while we're talking to them, and they can try to ignore the suffering. It's a poor relationship on poor reflection on one's character. Perhaps our $30 million or more in our capital fund is not enough to take action. I recently rescued 2 very young friendly cats from a bank parking lot. I won't mention the bank or location, but suffice it to say it is a very busy parking lot. We were able to trap and rescue these 2 cats and take them to a private facility where they have now been adopted. This could only occur because I had connections with the adoption facility. These cats are now safe, instead of having a future where they probably, with of course no town assistance, where they probably would have ended up getting run over in the parking lot. These cats have been now fixed and received necessary medical care, which thankfully was minimal. Our town does not offer medical treatment for cats. That responsibility, like everything else, falls on private rescuers. Mr. Senator, you have stated that the decision was made by Cayman 20 years ago to not have a cat shelter. We are not legally obligated to take in cats. I am publicly urging all cat owners in our town to realize that they are being discriminated against. They can pay you back in November at the ballot box. There are many programs and expenditures. By the way, I like dogs. I foiled today, $52,000 was spent on the dog park. That doesn't include, of course, the maintenance, the labor cost of what people are doing to it. We have a very nice dog park in New Hyde Park. I don't imagine that was legally required. We've now found out the cost of it. It was $52,000. Does anyone on this board present, which I've asked before, now publicly want to come out in favor of a cat shelter, or is that too big of a political risk to take? It is a sad reflection on current political realities that loyalty to a party takes precedent over standing up for what is right. Anybody want to come out, want to put themselves on the hook? I promise Cairo won't get too upset. Mr. Senator, our once monthly program to fix cats is history. We have a voucher program which is hard to utilize. The 2 cats that we rescued at the bank location were almost 1 year old and were not fixed. How many additional kittens were born to suffer? People are loath to help because they understand that the full responsibility for taking these cats and helping them falls on their own shoulders. It has long since been apparent to me that the cats will continue to suffer on the streets until enough citizens are not fooled by your mailers and photo ops.
Thank you. Over 20 years ago, the decision was made to not build a cat shelter.
The biggest obstacle we have to obtaining a cat shelter is the town supervisor who has on several occasions stated we are not obligated, by state law, to have a cat shelter. This is an election year. This is an opportunity to remove someone who is completely indifferent to the cats. This is not based on political leanings, but rather on who is with us or against us on getting a cat shelter. If you truly want to help the cats, you must vote Jennifer DeSena out.